Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Bert Groben. I'm a corporate open innovation expert. I'm a serial entrepreneur and I love building ventures. And I'm an Ironman triathlete. I hope all of you guys have been staying safe, been staying healthy, and have been able to deal well with what's happening now driven by COVID-19. And it's no secret, the vast majority of people all over the world have been significantly impacted by what COVID is causing right now in the past few weeks, and what it will continue to cause and impact in the weeks and months and maybe even longer to come. We all feel the impact on our personal life and our business life. And particularly, we're trying to deal with how digital platforms now are making us transition very quickly from an offline learning to a full online learning. And how do we take processes and interpersonal connections where normally on a day-to-day basis we interact in a real-life context, how do we move all that to a digital world? How do we shift processes? How do we drive innovation? How do we create workshops? Or how do we even build trust in new partnerships? Or how do we stay connected with our own teams and our partners? How do we do that? By leveraging more and more digital tools. So at Budding Innovations, we, like all of you guys, we've been pretty well networked in using digital tools before, but we've made a choice that, driven by COVID-19, we'll probably need to stay operating in a digital world for quite a while. So we made a choice in moving all of our processes online. Both our business development, our innovation processes, our project management, and our interpersonal interactions, we moved that online. So we've been going through this process for a couple of weeks now, and we've generated quite some learning on things that work, things we can continue to improve, and we wanted to share back with you guys on things that you can consider in moving both learning, running your business, and running innovation processes in a full online world. So that's why with our partner in Vietnam, InnolabAsia, we've decided to organize this workshop, this webinar, to go and give our learnings and share back with you guys and see where there are areas for your consideration in literally moving learning and innovation from a real life world back into an online world and thrive in there. So there are basically three areas that we will cover in this webinar. First one is we'll look at the digital literacy of yourself, your organization, and the people around you. Because obviously, based on our backgrounds, being a generation, studies, and what we've been doing so far, we have different readiness and preparedness to adopt digital platforms. So we'll look at that. We'll look at the baseline, we'll look at your readiness level, and we try to identify which are the key gaps that we need to address first, and then continue to define what are the opportunities that we can continue to build from. Because in the end, we all learn differently, and we try to create tailor-made proposals and platforms, take all the different tools and bring it to something that actually works for you guys. Secondly, we'll touch on what is this new virtual meeting space, right? What are these virtual classrooms and meeting rooms? How do we interact with people not just by video and having a conversation and talking to each other, but how do we totally transform how we run workshops or ideation sessions, or creative sessions, or project discussions, project management, and everything else. So how do we move that from a real world into a full digital world? What are the pitfalls? What are the tools? What are the ethics? What are the do's and don'ts? What are the tips and tricks? And how do you actually manage to transition into the digital world and even do it better? I'll challenge you. We'll try and make it better and richer experience than what we could have done in a traditional meeting room. And then lastly, we'll start to develop what is a digital mindset and a digital presence. Because obviously, this physical interaction on a digital world is very, very different. So depending on what generation, again, you're from, we do leverage these tools in a different way. So what we'll do is we'll share a couple of considerations on how to be much more efficient in front of a camera, in front of a laptop with different tools that you're leveraging and really getting the job done. So we'll look at that. So lastly, the webinar will be in English. So anybody around the world that's seeing this and is willing to join the webinar, feel free to register. The link will be provided. So thank you very much. We're looking forward to see you all, and we'll see you on May 20th.